Hello, this is Jesse here at Handy Toyota, and I am proud to introduce you to the brand new 2024 Grand Highlanders. Now, I actually have two behind me, and this is going to be quite the differentiation here. So I have a base XLE 2.4 turbo and a fully loaded iForce Max. Technically, they call it the Hybrid Max on the Grand Highlander. The iForce is for the trucks, but Hybrid Max Powertrain Platinum on the other side of me. So I'm going to open up the hoods. We're going to go over some of the figures for you. So what we're staring at right now is the XLE underneath the hood. This is the 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that Toyota is putting on a bunch of their newer stuff, including the regular Highlander, as well as the upcoming new redesigned Tacoma. This engine pumps out about 265 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. And in doing so, you get pretty good fuel economy. It averages about 23 miles per gallon between city and highway. So underneath this Hybrid Max Grand Highlander here, you can see it still has the same powertrain. It has the 2.4 liter turbocharged engine, except it is supplemented by a hybrid battery up underneath it. So you actually get an increased horsepower and torque, total of 365 horsepower between the turbocharged engine and the hybrid battery, and 400 pound-feet of torque. Now that amounts to a slight increase in fuel economy, about 27 on average. The one that's not shown in these three powertrain lineup is the regular hybrid. That will average about 34 miles per gallon, but that is only available on the XLE and the limited trim levels. This Hybrid Max powertrain is available on the limited as well as this fully loaded Platinum here. So we'll start by walking around the XLE. So as you can see, it has this nice chrome accent here along the front. Toyota Grill, of course, has the Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 updated systems with full LED headlights, alloy rims. They all come with the silver ones unless you get the iForce Max with the two-tone black and silver. You have smart key access, blind spot monitor. We're going to go inside in just a minute here, so I won't spoil anything in that regard. You have smart key access on all doors, actually, standard on the XLE. And then in the back, you have a power lift gate. Now I'm going to briefly show this because I'm not going to, walk around inside the trunk. But inside the back of the vehicle, you actually have more space behind the third row seat than even a Sequoia would. So that is a nice little upgrade Toyota has. They've always kind of been lacking in terms of actual usable space behind third row vehicles, other than their Sienna, of course. But not everyone wants a minivan. Now, when you fold all these seats down, it's really easy as well. Just do that little latch. And back here you can see, and I'll show you this a little bit more in detail once we get inside, but you have a little grab handle there with a USB port inside and a couple cup holders, 3 total in that side of the seat. And again, I'll show you a little bit more closely. Just fold forward and then you can grab that lever to move it forward as well. You do have another 3 cup holders and another USB port on that side of the third row. Now, if you want to compare that to the Grand Highlander over here with the Platinum trim level, you can see this one that we got from the factory does have the crossbars. They all come compatible with crossbars with the roof rails. This one has the foot activated power lift gate. Let's see how well I can make that work. You're supposed to just be able to stick your foot back here. First try, let's go. As you can see, again, same amount of space. You don't lose any space by going to the hybrid models. Toyota did a really good job of hiding the battery away from the general public. And then you can see on limited trim levels and up, you get these parking sensors with automatic braking, just in case you are going to hit something behind you in a tight parking lot. And then along the side of the vehicle, as I was explaining, the rims are a little different on the limited and the hybrid Maxes. This one has 20-inch rims. The XLEs are complemented by 18-inch. And then the only other thing of note, as you can see, does have the little camera underneath the mirror for the 360-degree camera, which I can show you inside. And along here, you do have full LED fog lights. That is, again, available on the limited and up, not on the XLE. So all that being said, let's take a look inside. So as you can see, now we're inside the Grand Highlander, and I'm looking right in front of the steering wheel for a driver's side view. The XLE that we're looking at has this 7-inch multi-information display, all digital, of course. I'll show the differences between this and the Platinum here in just a second. Now, all your controls for your safety systems are mostly on the steering wheel here. Your cruise control with lane trace assist, lane departure alert is all here. Dynamic radar cruise control, that is. You also have the ability to shift between menus here in front of your steering wheel, just like you'd be used to if you're in any other Toyota at this time. Siri controls and volume are all here as well. Coming along here, this big 12.3-inch display is actually standard equipment on the Grand Highlander. No option package needed. An option package that is needed is this big panoramic roof here. So that is available on the XLE and up, of course. It is standard equipment over on that Grand Highlander Platinum over there. So 3-zone climate control is also a nice little standard feature. So you, your front passenger, and your rear passengers can all control their own climate just by pressing all these buttons here. You also have 3 stage heated front seats for the front. Again, they fully equipped this vehicle pretty nicely, including a wireless phone charger here provided by Qi. You have some nice storage space over here, plenty of USB ports. As you can see, there's even a USB port over for that storage area over there. And then you have a traditional shift knob here, just like in any other Toyota that you would be used to. A couple more cup holders. They have, I think, like 13 total cup holders. You have other things that are like downhill assist control, snow mode, different drive mode selects here. I'll show how that's a little different on the i4, on the Hybrid Max. Keep wanting to say that. Electronic parking brake, and then a lot of storage in here. You even have a little removable storage tray to put some things aside, such as coins or something. But if you want to check out the back seat, you can see this XLE is the bench seat model. You can get, actually, captain's chairs are standard on the XLE and up, but you can get a bench seat on this as well as the Limited. Now again, when all the seats are folded down, you have a lot of space, but in the back seats, you do have a couple of rear sunshades. Good shot there, Scott. I'm surprised you were able to get that. And you can also, like I said, control your own climate back here. Now, we'll step into the Hybrid Max and show some of the differences. So you can see this is a fully heated steering wheel that comes on the Limited and up. You can see this is part of Toyota's new safety feature called Traffic Jam Assist. It monitors your eyesight and where you're looking. You have a fully digital 12.3-inch display here in front of your steering wheel to go in condition with the 12.3-inch display on the side over here that was standard in the XLE, as you remember. Digital rear view mirror, that is a nice standard equipment on the Platinum. You also can see the same pano roof that you had on the XLE, so you're not skimping in that regard. This does open as well. And then inside here you can see a little bit of a different shift knob. So this is the Prius shift knob that we've been used to for years and years. They put this on the Hybrid Max, which is an interesting design, fully honest with you. I mean, there's a lot of unused space here. You could have easily just put the same shift knob. But in front of it, you can see you do have a 360-degree camera, which I'll show you just by throwing it in reverse in your traditional Prius way and pressing the park button. You can see the bronze accents here. That's a nice little touch. They also put those same bronze accents on the key fob. I'm not sure if you can see that with lighting and compare it with the regular standard XLE key. Now you can see this is a little different. You have a multi-terrain select here with a few different drive modes than you saw in the XLE of mud, sand, rock, and dirt for additional off-road capability. Same amount of space inside. Looks like you don't have to worry about that in terms of storage space. Now, I have cooled seats here in the front, and so does my dear cameraman back here. He has his own heated and cooled seats. And then he also still has the window shades. This nice ultra suede interior is on. So you can see it does have a nice removable storage tray here, and that's removable because you want to be easily accessible to the third row seat, as Scott is showing you right now. And then for final touches in the front on the Platinum, you do get a nice heads-up display in front of your steering wheel. I'm sure that won't show up on camera properly. And then you also may have noticed down there you have a 120-volt outlet, which you did not have in the other one as well. JBL audio is also standard on the Limited and up. That has 11 speakers as opposed to the 6 over in the XLE. So welcome to the driving aspect. I'm in the Platinum because, let's face it, this is the more fun one, and we're just going to step on it to see the 400 pound-feet of torque. Oh baby, that feels actually really nice. Okay, I better slow down. So yeah, that was really fun actually. 365 horsepower definitely translates, and a nice 400 pound-feet of torque gives you a nice little pep in your step. So with all that being said, I look forward to hearing from you. My name is Jesse Turner, Handy Toyota. My direct line is 802-528-2259. That's again 802-528-2259. You can also reach out to me via email, jturner@handycars.com. And if you're wondering how much either of these are going to set you back, the XLE with all-wheel drive will come just under $50,000. They typically go for around either 48 to 49, depending on if you opt for that extra panoramic roof. This highly loaded Platinum here, shouldn't say highly, it is completely fully loaded. There's no additional options on this thing. This is capped out at about $61,000 after delivery and destination. So both of these have all-wheel drive, perfect for New England weather. Thank you very much for watching.